Greetings, YouTube. Moon Pie has decided to join us today, so at the moment we have Moon Pie with us. Um, Anybody remember Kim Davis? She was the clerk that decided that she didn't want to issue a license to people because those people wanted to get married and they happened to be a same-sex couple. And there was a big brouhaha about it. Uh, should she have the job? Should she not have the job? Yada, yada, yada. Well, a judge has finally decided that she owes like $260,000 in fees to cover the whole debacle that she herself started. Remember, she could have just issued the license. She could have just said, "Hey, you want this license? Cool, here you go. Have a nice day." Or she could have said, "Hey, Bob, could you come take care of this? I don't feel comfortable doing it." And she didn't do those things. She definitely decided that she was just going to impose her particular worldview of social conservatism on somebody else, which is an inherently bigoted and discriminatory thing to do. But because she is a hardcore Christian, a lot of people rallied behind her. And as a friend of mine pointed out to me, that those same people are going to rally behind her again. So even though the court is saying she owes $260,000, you know that there's not going to be a penny of her own money that's going to go towards those fees. That she's going to get donations, maybe even one lump sum from some particularly vile uh, billionaire out there. They do exist. Take a look at J.K. Rowling, for example. Um, so the whole point of this, which is to punish somebody so that that somebody now knows what they did is wrong, is going to be missed on Kim Davies, as it will be missed on anyone else out there who thinks they can do this, because they all love to drape themselves in a persecution complex. They need to feel that they are the ones being persecuted by the world at large, because it just feeds into their whole Christ-like complexes. When in actuality, they're just garden variety bigots. And they aren't particularly special in any way, shape, or form. They're just bigots. And they tend to use whatever is handy at the time to justify their bigotry. And if you're socially conservative in America, that justification is probably going to be Christianity. That's a panacea that seems to cover a lot of ills in the minds of social conservatives in America. Then you can take the Bible, which is an entirely plastic document, and use it to cover up any kind of evil acts that you'd like to commit against others, and then feel good about yourself for having done it. Yeah, I have a major problem with social conservatism. It's the most dangerous thing in that our species has ever experienced, and we really need to eliminate it because it's a communicable disease. And people like Kim Davies need to be shown that, if you can't do your job because of your social conservatism, go do something else. I'm not sure what that something else is, because frankly, I don't think she should be contacting the public at all, because if she does, then she's going to be able to get offended by something, and it's going to make somebody's life miserable. Because apparently Kim Davies doesn't have enough going on in her own existence, so she feels the need to make the lives of others miserable. So I'm glad a judge finally said, yeah, we should fine this woman for her egregious acts of discrimination to the public. But like I said, as my friend pointed out, she's probably never going to spend a penny of her own money, and that someone's going to come through and cover these fees, and the point of this whole thing will be lost on her. Just like the concept of being a decent citizen and doing your job is lost on her already.